Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. T-Hole Bedict XRP with this news here, guys. This has to do with Ripple customer FOMO. They just secured a $13 million Series A investment round. FOMO Pay, the Singapore headquartered major payment institution that enables the digital economy with global virtual banking solutions for financial institutions and enterprises. They just today announced that they have secured a $13 million investment Series A round led by Jump Crypto. Other participating investors include Hashkey Capital, Antalpha Ventures, Ab Initio Capital, and Republic Capital. With the injection of fresh funds, the firm will accelerate its growth and will invest in talent, acquisition, and its infrastructure. The firm will also strengthen research and development capabilities as well as a geographical expansion. The firm will also extend its client base to embrace digital payments and accelerate digital adoption, with more mainstream institutions stepping into the digital asset space, expand geographically with first mover advantage on license and compliance in other jurisdictions, and diversify product offerings following the crypto adoption curve, including working closely with regulators on central bank digital currency projects. So boom, look at that. FOMO, a Ripple partner, receiving some more funding from a Series A funding round. And it's looking like they are really planning on expanding into the digital payment space. Not only that, expanding geographically as well. So, a lot of what makes these companies successful is they start in one region. They really kind of hit it out of the park. And once they can prove themselves, they start expanding into other regions. Global payments, that is obviously one arena where, you want to be you want to have a global presence, similar to Western Union and MoneyGram. They are names that are known all around the world. And I have a feeling in the coming decade, we are going to see more of these smaller fintech companies really take up some of that slack. And, if they are Ripple-enabled companies, they have the better mousetrap. They have the technology that can do it. And so I would not be surprised if we see, I'm not saying FOMO Pay specifically, but, a lot of these companies really expanding. And, especially if they're working with central bank digital currencies. I mean, this is where the powers that be want finance to finally land. So if these companies are going to be working with regulators on these types of projects, I don't doubt for a second that they will go far. Anyway, wanted to thank T-Hole Bedict just for posting that. I got some Algorand news, guys. This coming from the Cryptic Poet here. Algorand is rolling out a Center for Blockchain Research. Singapore's Nanyang Technology University, they are set to launch a Center for Blockchain Research as part of blockchain major Algorand Foundation's $50 million initiative to develop the advanced blockchain tech globally. And it's going to be called the Algorand Center of Excellence. And it's going to be one of 10 such centers established this month. NTU is the only lead organization in Asia to be selected, joining the ranks of UC Berkeley, Carnegie Mellon University, Yale University, and Purdue University. So the only one in Asia. ACE aims to create a global ecosystem for blockchain and cryptocurrency research. It also looks to form education centers worldwide to advance the nascent tech through collaboration. In particular, ACA at NTU will also plan to work with industry partners to develop real-world blockchain applications for Singapore and the Asian region as a whole. Algorand also expanding into other regions of the world. Of course, this geographic plan, right, that, you can't just stick in one jurisdiction. If you are working in blockchain technology, whether it's through payments or through other applications, I think a lot of these blockchain companies realize that, we've got to go big or go home. And Algorand is doing just that. I mean, they teamed up with many American universities, but now the new Algorand Center of Intelligence at NTU, which is the Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. This is their foray into the Asian market, so I think this is just the first step for them to expand even further. Anyway, great news there. A lot of great projects happening on the Algorand blockchain. And guys, maybe it is time to look at some other altcoin positions. Let me just bring up Algorand right now. Algorand right now trading at about 30.5 cents, okay, 0.304. And if I throw that on the hourly, this morning I talked a little bit about how we did recently see this dip in the crypto space. It began happening yesterday afternoon, and through the wee hours of the morning, we have just seen kind of a bit of a collapse, not just for Algorand, not just for altcoins, but for Bitcoin as well. And so even just as of yesterday, Algorand is now down about 10%, 11.5% actually since we were talking about it yesterday. So again, a great opportunity, not just for Algorand, like I said, but for many other altcoins if you want to cost average down on your position. XRP from yesterday we're looking at a 11.5%, 11.7% correction too. So roughly the same for those two particular cryptocurrencies. And I mean, I gotta say, I love seeing this because, we counterpoint that with the fact that the ecosystem is continuing to grow. There is no real basis for the market to be moving downward. All altcoins are just following Bitcoin at this moment. And so, when you juxtapose that with the fact that Ripple is making waves, adding to the XRP ecosystem, and the Algorand Foundation, also just another example, building out projects on the Algorand blockchain. Here's another one, guys, from Ripple partner WireX. They're a Ripple partner by extension through Modular. They're to offer SEPA instant and faster payments. WireX, the leading crypto platform, has made it easier than ever for users to top up and withdraw from their accounts with the introduction of a new payments method. The addition of SEPA and faster payments will mean customers in the UK and the EEA can transfer British pounds and euros more easily between their WireX and bank accounts. So less friction makes everybody happier. WireX's mission has been to enable everyone to access the benefits of crypto and giving their 5 million customers complete control over managing their funds. And that's a vital part of that. WireX have partnered with digital payment infrastructure providers Modular to introduce popular deposit and withdrawal methods, SEPA and faster payments to their UK and EEA users. In addition to the debit credit card top-up method already offered, this will give customers more flexibility to choose how they wish to transfer funds in and out of their WireX accounts instantly and at no cost. So, of course, leveraging RippleNet technology makes that very seamless and quite affordable, fractions of pennies to send these transfers. No wonder these companies can offer such competitive rates and products for their customers. The Wrath of Kahneman here also has some input on this particular story, or rather some questions that he's asking. A little bit of speculation here. Ripple partner Modular connected with the WireX crypto platform to offer SEPA instant transfer payments. Much of the same press Ripple used in their Modular press release, okay? Question, could Modular or would Modular use Ripple in their connection to WireX? Would WireX? Could more be brewing? Interesting question, because we recently did just get, just the other day, this is past week, another update from Ripple partner Modular. I should add that the recent Modular Nebius press release reads similarly, but it is entirely about cards. And he makes it clear by saying these are questions, not conclusions. So we also had that Modular Nebius story that I talked about this past week. These two companies partnering up to offer cryptocurrency-related cards for payments. Now we're seeing Modular and WireX, so a similar partnership. Is something brewing in the background? Are those CEOs over there at that company realizing, hey, look, here's an opportunity. Let's plan a strategy and let's hit a bunch of these companies all at once? Again, speculation, but it is interesting to see, considering we know the connections behind the scene. Anyway, wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman here for posting that. Also, this, guys, the big news from yesterday from Matthew Liny here on Twitter. Ripple launches crypto-enabled enterprise payments in Brazil with Travelex Bank. Now, first of all, I want to say Brad Garlinghouse came out on Twitter and posted the update. It's been a long time coming. Working through the regulatory process takes time, and it is worth it. But I'm absolutely ecstatic to be in Sao Paulo as ODL with XRP launches with one of the biggest FX providers in Brazil, Travelex Bank. So guys, it is finally official. By using XRP, a digital asset ideal for payments, Ripple's ODL solution allows customers to send money across borders instantly with very low cost settlement and without the need to hold pre-funded capital in the destination market. And here's a quote, Brazil is a key market for Ripple, giving its importance as an anchor to business in Latin America, its openness to crypto and country-wide initiatives that promote fintech innovation. As a result, the market is experiencing an explosion of activity as institutions look to adopt crypto and blockchain technology to solve customer pain points. This is coming from Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple. From day one, we focused on building solutions that deliver real utility, and we are excited to collaborate with an innovative partner like Travelex Bank to help move money more efficiently for the benefit of its customers across Brazil. So Brazil has taken a proactive approach to regulating the cryptocurrency industry by advancing legislation to create a framework that both protects customers and fosters innovation. Simultaneously, crypto adoption in Latin America is growing quickly as consumer interest and institutional investment surged in 2021. More than 780 billion payments are sent into Brazil annually, making it an opportune market for both Ripple and its customers, who will benefit from the capabilities of cryptocurrency to enable cheaper and faster cross-border payments. So this bank is a 100% digital bank and a 100% personal bank. Interesting. Obviously, they're focusing on the retail side here. This goes on to say, we were the first exclusive foreign exchange bank approved and regulated by the Central Bank of Brazil. So another interesting point here, that they had to be approved by the Central Bank of Brazil in order to, it sounds like in order to even partner with an American company, Ripple in this particular case. Focused on EFX transactions, we embrace tech to offer the best solutions to individuals and companies of all sizes and for the most diverse sectors. This coming from Ana Tena, CEO of Travelex Bank in Brazil. And I mean, this ODL corridor doesn't really strike me as a surprise in a lot of ways. I don't know if you guys remember back to 2020 when Brad Garlinghouse did meet with central bank leaders in Brazil. So this is just an article from the Daily Hodl back from 2020. And, you know, a lot of us got really excited considering there was a meeting, an official meeting with Brad Garlinghouse and the leaders of the Central Bank of Brazil. We were assuming ODL would finally make its way to Brazil. But this thing takes time. And, you know, even as Brad Garlinghouse mentioned in this tweet, working through the regulatory process does take time, but it is well worth it. And, you know, just to kind of echo his own statement here, this from Cowboy Crypto, it takes 6 to 9 months just to negotiate a new bilateral banking relationship. This is Brad Garlinghouse stating this, not in relation to Brazil specifically, but, you know, stating it in an interview with Yahoo Finance. Listen to this.
And I say, well, do you have a correspondent banking relationship in the Philippines? And you say, well, no, I don't. And so your option is to spend months negotiating. Literally 6 to 9 months is the average time to establish a new bilateral relationship.
So there you have it, 6 to 9 months. That's how long it takes to establish these bilateral relationships. And, you know, Ripple has had an uphill battle fighting the incumbent banks, the traditional banking sector, especially in the United States. And I think that is the toughest nut to crack for Ripple at this moment in time. But a new financial system is being ushered in. And, I mean, whether it goes the way of the powers that be or not, we are going to see DLT technology prevail in this new financial system. Wrath of Kahneman 2 also had some notes on the Travelex development. Okay, this is an ODL announcement, but did they also slip in another new partner in the Travelex announcement? He just retweeted out Ripple's tweet here. Bom dia. Brazil is open for Ripple's on-demand liquidity with Travelex, our first LATAM bank partner, and the first bank approved by the Central Bank of Brazil to operate exclusively in foreign exchange. We're excited to bring crypto-native solutions to Brazil. Wrath of Kahneman continues by saying they mentioned the several known RippleNet users in Brazil, but I believe BNT Cambio is new, at least never confirmed. Now, I don't know if that is entirely true. I distinctly remember back in 2019, and I guess this is in Portuguese, Brazilian Frente Correta de Cambio launches Simple. Oh no, it's in English. Launches Simple, a platform developed in partnership with Ripple. So is this the Cambio bank that they were talking about in Brazil? I believe it is. So in this case, it would be confirmed. Nevertheless, it is in fact now officially confirmed in 2022. As for Travelex, along with UAE Exchange, a Ripple partner, it was purchased by early Ripple partner Finabler. Finabler went under, and Travelex did too. So I don't know if you guys knew this. Creditors restructured Travelex debt and made new Travelex this particular partner. So Travelex had a tie-up with the mobile app Samsung Pay, and in 2020, New Year's Eve 2019, they suffered a ransomware attack that set them back. And so Wrath of Kahneman here, just including some supporting data for that, and then this one here with regards to the ransomware attack. Travelex is completely digital and personal, but notice they have plans going forward to support internal treasury and bulk small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, for payments. This portends greater volume than personal remittances. Very astute observation here by the Wrath of Kahneman, so I wanted to thank him just for adding that onto this story that has been tearing through the XRP community. And Crypto Eddie here also just pointing this out. This was an unlisted video from June of 2020. Do you remember when Marjan Delatin possibly let it slip that Ripple was going to be opening an ODL corridor in Brazil? I mean, the timeline matches up perfectly with the time that Brad Garlinghouse went to Brazil to meet with central bank leaders. Here's what Marjan Delatin had to say back in 2020.
In Nostro accounts.
No, I think the way that the correspondent banking is working is precisely based on this Nostro, and this is creating lots of trapped capital. Now, the thing is, okay, is there any way of doing that? And I think I refer that to in the beginning of one of the question is there any way to source on-demand liquidity? And this is not necessarily for US dollar or euro, it's more for markets that you don't necessarily want to keep liquidity and you want to really move funds when you need it. So the way that we are working on this, and this is a live product that it is used in multiple corridors, is using XRP, which is our native crypto assets, as a bridge between the two, let's say, fiat currencies. And this is completely revolutionizing, actually, the way that the pre-funding is happening today. So you really, on the fly, you move funds. And we extend these services now to more and more corridors, typically corridors, exotic corridors with lots of challenges, like Philippines, very soon with Brazil. So there are, let's say, there is a big agenda and roadmap on that. So this is changing the Nostro-Vostro relationship.
Notice there right at the end, she says the Philippines and very soon Brazil.
Like Philippines, very soon with Brazil. So there are.
So it sounds like Marja and Delantine let it out of the bag a little early. Thanks to Crypto Eddie for pointing that out. The Travelex news, I gotta say, great news. Not a huge surprise to me. The bigger focus and the more interesting point here is how big this could really get. You know, as per the Wrath of Kahneman here, mentioning that their statement said, you know, this is just a 100% digital bank and a 100% personal bank, so we're assuming for retail use. But the devil's in the details, all right? That note here that they planned for internal treasury and bulk small and medium-sized enterprise payments, that could mean that volume could get way bigger in Brazil. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.